Welcome back to the Mrs. Manifestation channel, and today's video is releasing emotional blocks to heal your inner child and manifest faster. So basically, your manifestations aren't just blocked by limiting beliefs, they're blocked by unprocessed emotions in your body. So if you've been doing the mindset work, but you still feel stuck in old patterns, this is why. Healing your inner child isn't just about thinking differently, it's about feeling differently. So in today's episode, I'm going to be covering why suppressed emotions keep you stuck in old patterns, how releasing stored emotions can clear the path for faster manifestations. And then I'm going to also leave you with some simple techniques that are really going to help you to process your own emotions and step into your most radiant, high-value self. So if you are ready to unlock your next level self, then I would love you to hit like, subscribe, and let's get into the episode. So I want to begin by firstly looking at how emotional blocks keep you stuck. So your subconscious mind holds onto past emotions that were never fully processed. Now, by processed, I mean digested and accepted and released at the same time. So every single moment of fear, rejection, or unworthiness that you've ever felt is stored in your nervous system. These trapped emotions show up as self-doubt, procrastination, fear of success, or attracting the same toxic cycles. And one really crucial point to understand here is that your nervous system will always prioritize safety over change until you create a sense of emotional security. Particularly for us women, we hold emotions very differently from men at times. So a key shift for you to understand and to make today will be that if your body doesn't feel safe to experience something new, however amazing it may be, it will keep repeating the familiar, even if it's painful. And this is precisely why we have, in today's living, addictions are just through the roof. You'll probably find it hard to meet someone who does not have an addiction in this day and age. And if they don't, then to some degree, I'm not talking like all out like addictions that are taking over lives, but tendencies towards, if you meet someone who's not like that and who literally has no addiction to anything, now I don't mean through willpower, I just mean through they genuinely don't feel the need, it's because that person's highly enlightened and they've worked through all this stuff. So an example is, if you deep down associate love with abandonment, if you associate success with stress, if you associate money with struggle, then your subconscious mind is going to block anything that feels different. Because even if you're living in what someone else might call sheer hell right now, the fact that you're familiar with it, you're familiar with how you feel there, and you can rely on how it feels to be consistent for you, that's providing you with emotional safety and stability. And that can explain why I mentioned yesterday the concept of, like emotional eating. You'll see people who would do anything. They would do anything to be able to eat normally. We know what a good diet looks like. We know what's healthy and nourishes our body. We know what's good for us. But yet, we're still reaching into the sweet cupboard, into the biscuit cupboard to see what's available with our lunchtime cup of tea. Yes, I'm speaking about myself. Even if you've got the healthy cereal bars, quote unquote healthy, because they're not really, let's be honest, you're still looking. And why is that? We know, and I'm not going to go down a health tangent here or talking about emotional eating, but let's take it to the extreme. We know that people who struggle with emotional eating, who are really, say, like I mentioned the example the other day, someone's like 300 pounds. They know they need to release half of their body weight, and yet they still are in the cycle and cannot stop. They know how beautiful life could be at the other side, where they feel healthy, vital, where they look and feel amazing, where they're able to run around with their kids, kneel down in the carpet, go, out and have so much fun, actually be the mum that gets up on the swings and on the climbing frame at the park. But yet, they're still willing to trade all of that amazing, all that amazing life in just to be able to keep consistent with their current emotional eating patterns. And you, us from the outside, me from the outside, anyone from the outside may look in and say, how could you do that? But until you've walked a mile in someone's shoes, you can't possibly understand. And emotions are the number one key catalyst for actions that are not serving us. So these emotional blocks are keeping us stuck. So it's not just about mindset and willpower, it's about emotions, and these are held in our bodies. So let's look at how we start to release these emotions to heal and therefore manifest faster. Feeling is healing. Your emotions need to move, not to be suppressed. It's so hard to open the floodgates, to feel, to actually confront yourself and say, this is how I feel. This is why I feel this way. I'm going to let myself feel it. It's hard enough to find the time to do that personally without, and having that quiet space where no one's going to interrupt you, where you don't have to share with everyone else. This is something that can be done very effectively alone. It's you, it's yourself, your inner self work that we're processing here. And it doesn't require external intrusion from anybody else. But we need to, instead of avoiding our feelings, give them the space to be processed. The fastest way to heal is through breath work, through movement and self-expression. So the three things here that I'm mentioning, I'm not going to go in depth and detail into these today, but breath work, movement, self-expression. If you're interested in that, comment down below and I'll have a follow-up episode on this one and I'll dive deeper into these strategies. But just for now, understand that using your breath is very effective, especially along with guided meditations, really harnessing your breath and harnessing your mind to take you to that place where you can release, you can let go, and you can process your emotions. Movement is a huge one. Even if you're not necessarily going on a meditation walk where you're going out and you're going on a run and you're trying to let it all go, just simply the act of moving is going to help release this stagnant energy that's built up in your body. It's going to release so many, believe it or not, toxins and just those low energetic frequencies that have kind of built up in you. And then self-expression, things like poetry, like art, like music, to get the emotion out. Sometimes just writing a letter that you never plan on giving to anyone, or just writing it down, scripting literally how I feel, and then burning it is a very powerful way to release these emotions. But effectively, the more you're releasing the old emotional weight, because it does take up a lot of weight, metaphorically, the more space you create for your manifestations to flow in, because you're lighter, you've created space. It's like the analogy before, the wardrobe, the closet. You open it up, if it's full of stuff, full, packed, you can't fit one more thing in. It doesn't matter if someone gives you the most beautiful, elegant, cashmere, stunning coat. You have nowhere to put it. It's going to be destroyed. It's going to be crushed. It's going to be a crumpled heap on the floor. You will not have the space to cram it in. You need to release what's not serving you. Make room for the new. So reality check here is if you want to manifest effortlessly, you have to create energetic space and you have to let go of the past. This is really a whistle-stop tour here, but as I mentioned, if you're looking for some takeaways right now, a few deep stomach breaths can really shift your emotions instantly. So let's try that right now. Breathing in and out. Repeat this 2-3 times when I'm speaking, okay? Breathe in. And out. And when it comes to breath work, these breaths can just instantly shift these stuck emotions. Move, dance, shake, stretch. Let your body express what words can't. And when it comes to journaling, self-expression, write, speak, cry it out. Emotions want to be acknowledged, not ignored. But give yourself the space to do this. When you're alone, when you have the time, make time for this. Okay, we're going to finish off today by helping you to embody emotional freedom and feminine flow. So, emotional freedom is the key to ease, magnetism, and full self-expression. The high-value woman doesn't suppress how she feels. She embraces it. She's like, I feel this. Let myself feel this right now. Don't deny it. Don't say, no, I don't care about this. I don't care about that. It doesn't bother me. It does bother me. I feel it. Let myself feel it. Why do I feel? Why do I care about this? Go for it. Tell me. Reflect. Embrace it. Feel it. It's okay to feel like this. I'm noticing I feel like this. I'm going to allow myself to feel like this. She isn't afraid of emotions because she knows emotions are a source of power, not weakness. Now, this is another title for another day, but seriously, you can generate some very, very strong power when you learn the technique of changing that energy, that negative energy, into positive. When you learn how to generate sheer, powerful, explosive energy from things like sadness, anger, things like that can really get you feeling riled up. You can take that energy, you can twist that around and turn that into, I will do this because you've given me some power and some momentum and some energy to just go all in on this. Let me know in the comments if you've ever felt that before. You've not sat there sad. You're riled up now. You're like, no, I'm going to go for this. Let me know if you've ever felt like that. Not in a negative way towards others, but you've given me a lot of power here. I'm going to use that power and I'm going to show you that nothing can dull my sparkle. Nothing can stop me. I am going to create this amazing thing. I am going to be the most perfect version. I'm going to rise above this and show you, show the world that these things don't bother me because I can overcome them and I can see them for what they are and I can be the person I'm meant to be. When you regulate your emotions, you become an open channel for abundance, love, and success. And by essentially taking what's a lemon and making it into lemonade, by taking what's hurtful and cruel and angry and all of the rest of it and wrapping it all up and taking that energy and going, I breathe that in. I love that. You've given me the energy. Now let me do something with that. Let me change that into something positive. You are very powerful and you can in an instant change from feeling like that to being all geared up and ready to go. But don't ever stop. Don't ever stop and say, no, I'll plan on doing this. I'll feel better tomorrow. Take the energy, go for it, because then you will be an open channel. When you deal with the emotion, when you see it for what it is, when you see it for being a catalyst for you to create something amazing. And that's when you open yourself up to your divine guidance. The key shift really is that the version of you who has it all isn't afraid to feel it all. The most magnetic women are not the ones who are always perfect. They are the ones with their own emotions, and they own them with confidence and grace. They're reflective. They realize that this is their life. They're the leader in their life, and they have total responsibility for everything in their lives. So I'm going to leave you with a final thought here, a few final thoughts. Healing your inner child is about giving her the love, the expression, and the safety that she never had. Your power comes from embracing every part of you, and this includes the emotions that you were probably taught to suppress. Now, are you ready to heal, to release, and to step into her, the ultimate version of you? If so, then drop a yes down in the comments and let me know what your next step is going to be. And I have created for you an incredible inner child healing meditation that is going to help you so much to shift those stagnant energetic blocks, and it's going to hold the key to essentially living your most powerful life. So download that through the first link in the bio, through the first link in the description below. And I'm going to leave you there today because you deserve to be absolutely incredible, to be your best self, to heal your inner child and manifest faster. This is going to be the last episode on this topic for a while. Make sure you download the meditation. It's going to help you so much to just be the best version of yourself. So I thank you for joining me today, and I wish you every single ounce of love that I have. I know that you're going to work to release these blocks. You're going to become your best self, and you're just going to live the most amazing life. So have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next episode.